students, Asswala Mualaikum. This is Rabeya here. In my today's video, I will discuss with you some topics from class 9-10 chemistry book and from the chapter 1. We all know that in chemistry, the name of chapter 1 is Concept of Chemistry. In my previous chemistry videos, I discussed with you the definition of chemistry, and that definition was like this: the branch of science that discusses structures, functions, properties of matters and various types of actions, reactions among matters is known as chemistry. After that, we discussed some ancient conceptions of chemistry, including conceptions of scientist Democritus, philosopher Aristotle, alchemist Jabir ibn Hayyan, the conception of the father of modern chemistry Antoine Lavoisier, etc. After that, we also discussed some importance of studying chemistry, such as the importance of chemistry in inventing medicines, in our food industry, in crop field, as fertilizers, preservatives, pesticides, etc. And the last topic of chemistry I discussed with you, that was the process of research in chemistry, and I discussed that topics elaborately step by step. In my today's video, I will discuss with you some harmonized signs of chemistry laboratory with their figures and explanations, obviously. And besides this, we will also know about the definition of laboratory and some safety measures for being cautious in chemistry laboratory. So let's get started. The topic I will discuss today is explanation of harmonized signs. In my today's video, I won't be able to discuss all harmonized signs that are included in your textbook. Actually, I will discuss today 5 harmonized signs from your textbook, and rest of harmonized signs I will discuss in my next chemistry video, inshallah. At first, we have to know the definition of laboratory. That means, what is laboratory? A place or a room or a building with special facilities where scientific experiments can be done with the help of typical scientific instruments such as beakers, burners, weighing machines, measurement scales, and other necessary tools is known as laboratory. So, now we can say laboratory is a place which are arranged with different types of scientific instruments so that we can complete any type of scientific experiment easily. According to this definition of laboratory, it can be said the laboratory where experiments of chemistry can be done with the help of various chemicals and chemical apparatus is known as chemistry laboratory. So, in a chemistry laboratory, there will remain different types of chemicals as well as different types of chemical apparatus to store these chemicals. However, maximum chemical apparatus are made of glass. So, this is very important to be cautious in a chemistry laboratory as well as in all scientific laboratories. Since we don't want happening any type of accident or injury with us, so we have to adopt cautiousness from starting moment to ending moment in a laboratory. Therefore, in a chemistry laboratory, there remain different types of hazardous, flammable, explosive, toxic, dangerous for environment, and radioactive substances. This is the reason in a laboratory anyone should adopt safety measures, obviously during the time of experiment. In my slides, I have added a few names of safety measures. They are: number 1 is knee-long, wrist-covered white apron. This apron can save us from radioactive, hazardous and toxic substances because these substances may harm us with their radiation and toxicity. By wearing apron, we can protect ourselves from these types of substances. Number 2 is hand gloves in hand. Since we have to handle various types of toxic, hazardous, corrosive substances in a laboratory, so this is very important to wear hand gloves in hand so that we can save our two hands. Number 3 is chemical splash goggles on eyes. Chemical splash goggles are designed to protect wearer from liquid and chemical splash. So, during the time of any experimentation with hazardous substances, chemical splash goggles are a must-have item. And final one is masks. We know that in a chemistry laboratory there remain very poisonous gases which are evolved with various types of chemical experimentations. Due to the presence of these gases, anyone may suffer from headache, tears of eyes, or even vomiting. That's why using masks is very important in a laboratory. In my slides, I have added names of these 4 safety measures which may protect anyone from accident or injuries in a laboratory. However, in a chemistry laboratory, before starting any type of experimentation, it is very important to gain sufficient knowledge about the nature of chemicals. Some harmonized signs can be helped us, some harmonized signs on chemical containers can be helped us to acquire sufficient knowledge about chemicals. The United Nations, which is a branch of international organization UNICEF, organized a conference named Environment and Development. This conference gave a set of harmonized signs for different risky substances and their level of risk. The UN globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals is an international system created by the United Nations to address the classification of chemicals. The short term of globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals is GHS. Here in my slides I have added a few harmonized signs of chemistry laboratory with their explanation. First one is explosive substance. Explosive substances may produce friction and fire which can again create a serious explosion. For being the reason of serious explosion, these types of substances are very much harmful for human body as well as for our laboratory too. Now I want to give you some examples of explosive substances such as TNT, which is elaborately known as trinitrotoluene, ammonium nitrate, nitroglycerin, organic peroxide, butane, acetone peroxide, etc. are some examples of such explosive substances. In case of working with these explosive substances, we must have to adopt extreme cautiousness in our laboratory. Now we will know about the second harmonized sign, and that is flammable substance. Flammable substance. Flammable substances may exist in this world in a solid, liquid or gaseous state. Most flammable liquids are volatile and they give off vapors that mix with air to form a flammable mixture that will ignite in the presence of ignition source. So this is the reason flammable substances may catch fire very fast. So these substances obviously should keep away from fire or heat. such as ether, alcohol, petrol, methylated spirit, kerosene, etc. are some examples of flammable substances. Third one is toxic substance. Toxic substances are materials that are poisonous to living organisms. These substances can be poisonous or cause health effects to human beings. However, toxic substances are also known as toxins that can be found in solid, liquid or gaseous state. So now we can say substances with these signs are obviously poisonous. Therefore, come in touch with these substances or inhaling them may cause serious harm to our body. For example, carbon monoxide, nickel, mercury, benzene, methanol, etc. are such kinds of toxic substances. As human beings take up these substances by breathing or absorbing through the skin, so this is compulsory to wear apron, hand gloves and safety measures before working with these substances. Now we will know about the harmonized sign, that is irritant substance. Irritant substances. Substances which can cause irritation, including rash and redness or other discomfort to the body, are known as irritant substances, such as cement dust, like acids, base, soap, bleach, trichloroethylene, sugar, etc. are some examples of irritant substances. So anyone should take sufficient safety measures before working with these types of chemicals. In my today's video, hazardous substance is last harmonized sign that I will discuss now. Substances that may cause long or short harm to body health by direct contact on skin or inhalation are known as hazardous substances. Therefore, hazardous substances may also affect our breathing system or may cause disease like cancer. For example, benzene, toluene, xylene are such types of hazardous substances. So that was my today's video. In my today's video, I have tried to make you clear about some harmonized signs and definition of laboratory. In my next chemistry video, I will complete the discussion of first chapter from your chemistry book. And after finishing the discussion of first chapter, we will start together to solve exercise of chapter 1 from your chemistry book, and that is concepts of chemistry. So remain with me, subscribe my channel Rabeya's Knowledge Based Academy. Let me know you what do you like in my videos and what don't you want to see in my videos through your opinions, so that I can make more rich my videos for you. So see you again in my next video, inshallah. Till then, Khuda Hafiz.